Broadcasting live from the Meridics via OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Fordyce Center in Antioch. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network. And we are back one night later than scheduled. The snow is come and gone. Only got 1 inch down in Murfreesboro. It's almost all completely melted out of my yard except for the garden in the corner of the backyard next to the driveway because it's covered up by a fence, so all that snow's still there. Probably not going to melt until this weekend. We dodged a big bullet because the games that were supposed to have been played last night got rescheduled to tomorrow. If they'd been rescheduled for next week, oh, God. Oh, God, that would have been hell. But anyway, this game is being played as originally scheduled. It is the Henry Hine Cup Winners Bracket Final between Father Ryan and Station Camp Liberty Creek. And the team that wins tonight claims the first spot in next Thursday's Henry Hine Cup Final right back here on the North Rink in Antioch. All right, let's go over the final scores from last week. There were 8 games last week, 5 on Monday the 10th and 3 on Wednesday the 12th. Let me scale back to last week. Last Monday, or a week ago Monday, February 10th, in the Predators Cup Winners Bracket semifinals, it was the 1 seed Ensworth-Nolensville Lipscomb beating 4 seed Summit Page 4-1, and 2 seed Ravenwood beating 3 seed Montgomery Bell 3-1. In the first Henry Hine Cup Winners Bracket semifinal, it was the 1 seed Station Camp Liberty Creek beating 4 seed Centennial FRA 4-3. And in the first 2 elimination games in the Henry Hine Cup, it was the 5 seed Brentwood knocking off or ending the season of the 8 seed the Montgomery County Rangers, and the 6 seed Independence BAUSN Nashville Christian ended the season of the 7 seed Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill with a 7-2 defeat. Last Wednesday, February 12th, the second Henry Hine Cup Winners Bracket semifinal, it was the 3 seed Father Ryan taking down the 2 seed and defending champs Rutherford Rampage 6-2. And in the Predators Cup Losers Bracket quarterfinals, it was the 6 seed Franklin beating the 4 seed Summit Page 5-4 in overtime. And in the other Preds Cup Losers Bracket quarterfinal, it was the 3 seed Montgomery Bell defeating the 8 seed Tennessee Outlaws 6-1. So the Outlaws, of course, knocked off the 5 seed JP2, but they were put out of the Hine Cup, they were put out of the Preds Cup by the Big Reds. So just the one game tonight. Father Ryan and Station Camp, both teams already on the ice, but the warm-up clock is not started yet because the officials have not come out onto the ice just yet. So we're going to hold off on doing the stats and stuff. Not much to go over, really, because they've only played 2 games to this point. Okay, they've gone ahead and started the warm-up clock. So let's talk about the 2 teams playing this game tonight. Here come the officials. First up, the 3 seed Father Ryan, coached by Kyle Dora, opened the Hine Cup on February 5th with a 5-2 win over Independence BAUSN Nashville Christian. And then on February 12th, in the winners bracket semifinals, they defeated the Rutherford Rampage 6-2. So here are their stats coming into tonight. Let me get to the correct page here. Colin Sullivan, the leading scorer. He has 5 points, all of them from goals. Gage Hart has 4 points from 3 goals and an assist. Ridgeway Lambert, 2 points from a goal and an assist. But it looks like his playoffs are over. He has his right arm in a sling. Parker Causey with 2 points from assists. Should be. They have Gavin Thornburg with a goal. No, that should be Hudson Laux with a 1 goal, 1 point from a goal. Curtis Newman with a point from a goal. And then Michael Jaskowski, Jude Whipple, and Brendan Malloy each with a point from an assist. Let's move on to goalie play. Jack Karpanek played in the game against Indy, so his record is 1-0. He played the full 42 minutes, allowed 2 goals and 33 shots, turned away the other 31. His save percentage in the postseason so far is .939. His goals against average is 2. Zach Fonsbeck played in the game against Rutherford last week, so his record also 1-0. Played the full 42 minutes, allowed 2 goals and 29 shots, turned away the other 27. His save percentage in the postseason so far is .931. His goals against average is also 2 even. On to the 1 seed, Station Camp Liberty Creek, coached by Keith Grooms. Opened the Hine Cup with an 8-1 win over the Montgomery County Rangers on February 3rd in the first round, and then on February 10th, defeated Centennial 4-3. McLean Gregory scoring the game winner with 2:45 to go in regulation. Jaden Robertson, the leading scorer for them. He has 5 points from 2 goals and 3 assists. Joey Siciliano, 4 points from 2 goals and 2 assists. McLean Gregory, 3 points, all from goals. Mason Campbell, 3 points, all from assists. Andrew Grooms, 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Mac Miles and Dom DeMaria and Marshall McMurtry, each with 2 points from a goal and an assist. Gracie Clark and Toby Mahaffey, each with 2 points from assists. Mikey Bernier with a point from a goal, and Dom Reitz with a point from an assist. On to goalie play, Keaton Howard played in the game against the Rangers, so his record 1-0, played the full 42 minutes, allowed 1 goal and 8 shots, turned away the other 7, save percentage in the postseason so far of .875, goals against average of 1. Carter Galeese played in the game against Centennial, so his record is 1-0, played the full 42 minutes, allowed 3 goals on 24 shots, turned away the other 21. His save percentage in the postseason so far is also .875, and his goals against average is 3 even. As the warm-up clock is run down to 0. And it is cold on the North Rink, folks. It is cold. I got my coat on. Normally I don't have my coat on because I don't like to have anything in the way while I'm doing these games, but it is so cold in here that I don't have a choice as I get out the rosters out of my folder. Only 10 rosters left in this folder. 3 more go into the recycling when I get back home tomorrow night because 3 of tomorrow's 4 games are elimination games. Winner of this game will play in the Hine Cup Final next Thursday night. The loser will play next Wednesday night in the losers bracket final against either Indy, Brentwood, Centennial, or the Rampage, because there are still 6 teams playing in the Hine Cup. Whereas the Pretz Cup is down to 4. They'll be down to 3 after tomorrow. The Hine Cup will be down to 4 after tomorrow. These 2 teams met back on December 4th, and Station Camp won 5-2. And Jack Karpanek is going to start in goal for the Irish. Kind of surprised by that. I thought it'd be Fonsbeck, because he kind of showed flashes of the Fonsbeck that we saw last year. Ready to go with this one. Keaton Howard starting in goal for Station Camp. Again, Jack Karpanek starting in goal for Father Ryan for this first period. Station Camp will carry the puck towards me. Father Ryan will carry it away from me as the game is underway, and Station Camp win the draw to start it off. And here's a shot right away that's over the net from the top of the right circle from Andrew Grooms. So the Bison come out firing. Puck put in front off the stick of Karpanek, and then he saves a shot from the slot. And I think it was Dom DeMaria who got off that shot that went off his right leg pad. Puck in front, oh! And it floated up in the air and went off the top of the bar. Station Camp coming with the attack. And the puck cleared down ice. I think by Parker Causey, it comes on goal. And Howard had to turn it away. But Station Camp coming out firing to start this one. And here they come again. Siciliano in the slot, lost the puck trying to get around Curtis Newman. Setting it up in the near side. That's the bleacher side of the ice, which is to my left. The bench's side is the far side. Here's Colin Sullivan in the Station Camp slot. Is a shot over the net. I think it may have gone off a Station Camp sticking its way over. And the Bison clear the puck out. Here's Hudson Laux. Inside his own zone, passing it over to Merrick McCullers up the near side. Went past Thomas McTasney. Now the puck coming around to the near side. Inside the station camp zone. It's in the right wing corner. And the Bison are going to bring it out to center. They brought it into the Father Ryan zone. Irish took it away and clear it out. Gage Hart crosses the red line, backhands it into the station camp zone, then goes to the bench for a change. Puck on the near side of the Bison end. Irish with it. Along the blue line, it's Hudson Laux, shot, score! Was that Hudson Laux? He carried it out to the blue line, fired it through traffic, and it ends up in the back of the net. And yeah, it is Hudson Laux with a goal to make it 1-0 Father Ryan with 11:55 to go in the first. And the first stoppage of play is the Irish tally. So Station Camp in the first 30 seconds of the game come out with that big attack and get nothing from it. And the Irish in their first shot on goal put it in the back of the net. Here's Joey Siciliano, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone up against the boards, trying to pass across to the left-hand side of the net, and Dom DeMaria. Now Brendan Malloy trying to clear the puck out. It's over on the far side. Noah Deffenbaugh carried out. Brings it into the station camp zone on the right wing side. Tried to send it to the end boards. Now the puck's out in front. And the Bison come up with it and bring it out. Puck back in the Father Ryan zone, but it's control of the Irish. Curtis Newman sending it around to the near side boards. Up. Brendan Malloy's clearing attempt held in and shot wide of the post to the left of Karpanek. I think by Siciliano. Now the puck back out on the near side. Malloy clears it out this time. It might go for an icing. Yep, they're going to call it an icing. 10:52 to go in the first. 1-0 Father Ryan. Draws to the left of Karpanek. One by Station Camp and a shot off a stick. Father Ryan stick into the netting above the glass. The lobby was not exactly jam-packed, but draw to the left of Karpanek. Everyone here watching the Four Nations Face-Off Championship game between Canada and the USA up in Boston. Before they came in here for this one. Puck out on the far side and a shot from the left circle, knocked down with a glove of Karpanek. That was from Gavin Cole. And now back the other way goes Colin Sullivan, left wing side of the station camp zone. To the front of the net, a shot, stop, no! He put it in on the rebound! Keaton Howard made the initial save, but Sullivan knocks in the follow-up, and it is 2-0. Father Ryan with 10:24 to go in the first, and Keaton Howard is replaced by Carter Galeese. Keaton Howard was in net for 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Allowed 2 goals on 4 shots. Irish with a puck again inside the station camp zone. It's out on the near side. It's cleared out to center for a moment. Now brought back into the left wing by Gage Hart, trying to put it out in front. And now the Bison come up with it and they bring it out to center. Puck passed right to the middle lane off the stick of McLean Gregory from behind the blue line, but he redirected it on goal. Karpanek had to stop and cover. 9:40 to go in the first. 2-0 Father Ryan draws to Karpanek's left. Won by the Bison. McLean Gregory puts it in the slot. Oh, and unable to get the shot off was Patrick McCarthy. And out at center, Father Ryan whistled for a high stick. So they'll drop the puck back inside the Irish zone to the right of Karpanek. Won by the Station Camp. They put it in front, but Brendan Malloy is there. Now Hudson Laux ahead for Thomas McTaskney, left wing side of the Station Camp zone. And a Station Camp defender fall and cause him to fall on top of them. Not sure who that Station Camp defender was. Puck back at center. Curtis Newman has it intercepted. And dumped back into the Father Ryan zone. Puck of the inboards. Malloy passing it up the near side. And it was redirected off the stick of McTaskney to Noah Deffenbaugh, right wing side of the Station Camp zone, and the puck taken off and cleared. Now it ends up back inside the Bison zone, but Deffenbaugh to get back on side. Shot from center by Dom DeMaria had to be turned away by Karpanek. Puck behind the Father Ryan net. Held inside the zone. And now it's in the right wing corner. Now Joyce Siciliano behind the net, passes off bottom of the left circle. A shot from DeMaria off the left leg pad of Karpanek. Now Siciliano with it again. Put back in front, but then knocked away by Michael Jaskowski. And Noah Deffenbaugh fires it all the way down the ice, just past the net to the right of Carter Galeese for an icing. 8:02 to go in the first. 2-0 Father Ryan. Draw is going to be to the right of Karpanek. Won by the Irish. But Colin Sullivan had it taken away inside his own zone. A shot from the top of the right circle. And Jaden Robertson turned away by Karpanek. And the Irish trying to bring it out. They can't. Held into the near side. It's on the right half wall. Parker Causey battling in there with Jaden Robertson. Now Merrick McCullers clears it out on the second attempt. And here's Colin Sullivan. Offside. Nope, they call hand pass. They call hand pass against the Irish. 7:32 to go in the first. Still 2-0 Father Ryan. Draw will be to the left of Karpanek once again. One by the Irish, Brendan Malloy. Pass side, here's Sam Halloran, left wing side of the Station Camp zone. A shot, score, Malloy! Halloran looked like he was going to try and pass it to the front of the net. I think it took a bit of a deflection, came right to Malloy in the left circle, and he one-times it into the back of the net, and Father Ryan have a 3-0 lead, 21 seconds shy of the halfway point of the first. 7:21 to go in the opening frame. The one seed are being totally dominated here. Station Camp win the draw. Brought into the Father Ryan zone, and a shot from Dominic Reitz. Blocked in the slot. And here come the Irish through center again. Back in the Station Camp zone on the near side. Puck out at center. Station Camp trying to send it back towards the Father Ryan zone. It's in there. Merrick McCullers gets to it. Sends it around to the near side. Held in by the Bison. Puck trickling towards the right wing corner. Now it's in the right wing corner. Toby Mahaffey with it. Backhands it up to the right point. But Hudson Laux gets to it and clears it out before Dom Reitz could get a stick on it. Now Laux left wing side of the Station Camp zone passes across. goes off the boards. Now it's going around the kick plate to the near side, and the Bison have it, and they'll bring it to center. Brought back into the Father Ryan zone, but good back checking by Merrick McCullers to get it away from Toby Mahaffey. And it's cleared out by the Irish. Puck back in the Father Ryan zone, shot wide, not very hard. Past the net to the right of Karpanek by Patrick McCarthy. Now the puck back in the station camp zone in the right wing corner. Coming around to the near side, Dom DeMaria trying to send it out. Joey Siciliano brings it back into the Father Ryan zone. They force him all the way out to the boards. Now he puts it in front, and a little one-timer from DeMaria, stopped and held on to by Karpanek. He got over to his left-hand post in time to make the save and keep it 3-0 Father Ryan with 5:19 to go in the first. Draw is going to be to Karpanek's left. Won by the Irish, but turned right over to the Bison, and a shot from DeMaria had to be stopped by Karpanek off his left leg pad. Puck out at center. Station Camp get it back. Brought back into the Father Ryan zone. DeMaria with it again. And the shot scores. Siciliano. Shot that took a deflection, I think, off the top of Karpanek's left leg pad into the roof of the net. Or into the back of the net. Didn't go on the roof. Went about midway up. But Station Camp get on the board, and it's 3-1 Father Ryan with 4:56 to go in the first. Draw one by the Irish. Puck in the Station Camp zone deep. Now it's up at the right point. Curtis Newman sending it back down the wall. Oh, but he... Was it offside? Heard a whistle. He banked it. He banked it hard off the boards. Did it go out of play? I guess it did. Draw's going to be on the dot in front of the Station Camp bench. Father Ryan putting it out in front. Ooh, and a little redirect up by Galeese. I think that redirect was from Sam Halloran. Draw's going to be to Galeese's right. One by the Irish, and a shot from Danny Levy had to be knocked away by Galeese. I think it went off his left arm, or either the glove or his left arm. Puck at center, sent back into the Bison zone by Danny Libby. It's behind the net. Passed out to the blue line. Libby, a shot, turned away by Galeese. That's brought back around by Colin Sullivan, but he has the puck taken off him as he was trying to go to the slot. Irish hold it in. Puck out in front, and shot turned away by Galeese, but the net became dislodged, so the whistle blew for that. 3:55 to go in the first. 3-1 Father Ryan. Draw is to Galeese's left. Nope, it's going to be to his right. Both sides possessing the puck about twice in 5 seconds, and a shot from McCullers at the left point was blocked. Irish still have the puck inside the Bison zone. Here's McCullers again, left point, taking another shot. Blocked away by Galeese. Puck comes up to the right point. Danny Levy trying to pass it back down the boards. It's intercepted and brought out by the Bison over, then taken back by the Irish. And now there's Hudson Laux bringing the puck back into the Bison zone. He's triple teamed as it poked away. And here comes Joey Siciliano back into the Father Ryan zone. Down the left wing, has to go around the back of the net. Now he backhands into the slot. Oh, and Marshall McMurtry knocks it over the top of the net. Kind of got under it, knocked it over. Puck still in play. Down in front, Dom DeMario at the right-hand side of the net with a soft little backhander. Stopped and held on to by Karpanek. 2:36 to go in the first, still 3-1 Father Ryan. Draw is going to be to Karpanek's right. It's won by the Irish. But Colin Sullivan, I think, tried to pass it ahead and it went off a Bison stick, came on goal. Karpanek had to stop and cover. Draws to his right again. Now this time the draw's won by the Bison. Shot in the blue line, stopped and covered up by Karpanek. It was from McMurtry, I think. Draw is going to be to Karpanek's right once more. Won by the Bison again. Another shot from McMurtry goes off the Father Ryan stick into the netting above the glass. So they'll drop it to Karpanek's right time in 15 seconds. Actually, I think it's third time. No, it is fourth time. Won by the Bison, and again another shot in the blue line from Marshall McMurtry. Stopped and held on to by Karpanek. As McMurtry telling Andrew Grooms, I think, get in front for a deflection. And once again, it's going to be dropped to the right of Karpanek. Father Ryan changing the forwards for this draw. Won by the Bison, and another shot goes off the outside of the right-hand side of the net. That was from Siciliano. Puck still in play. And the Irish come up with it and passed ahead by Brendan Malloy. Icing waved off because I think it may have grazed off the back of Curtis Newman's right skate blade on its way up the ice. And Gage Hart keeps the puck alive in the Station Camp zone, and a shot in the right wing, and Hudson Laux missed the net to the right of Galice. Puck carried to the slot, but it's taken away and brought back out to center by the Bison. It's Dom DeMario, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone, got off a shot that was blocked by the stick of Brendan Malloy. Thomas McTasney brings it out to center. Tried to pass it across. Now it's in the Bison zone in the right wing corner. Now the puck coming up to the right point, held in Danny Libby. Shot turned away by Galice. Final minute of the first. Bison with the puck. Can they get it out of the zone? They do. They clear it out. Here's Merrick McCullers. Shooting it on goal from center. Took a hop. Galice directed it into the right wing corner. Now here's Danny Levy bringing the puck back in. Shot, score! Danny Levy from the right circle fires it into the back of the net. And it is 4-1 Father Ryan with 39.2 seconds to go in the first. Under 30 seconds left in the first. Puck in the Father Ryan zone. Danny Libby with it. Backhanding it towards the blue line. Held in by the Bison. McLean Gregory passing it down the right circle. Jaden Robertson put in front. Oh, and the shot from Gregory was blocked, I think. by Libby. Danny Libby, the right-hand side of that was wide open. Carbonek put out the stick, but Danny Libby blocked that one-timer from McLean Gregory. Bison bring the puck back into the Father Ryan zone, but time runs out on the first. A dominant first by Father Ryan. The Irish scored 2 goals in the first 4 minutes of the period. Then they added a third just before the halfway point. Joey Siciliano got the Bison on the board. But then inside the final minute of the first, Danny Libby with a fourth for the Irish, and they lead Station Camp Liberty Creek 4-1 after one period of the Henry Hine Cup Winners Bracket Final. Ready to go with the start of the second period. Jack Carbonek still in goal for Father Ryan. Carter Galise still in goal for Station Camp for this second period. Father Ryan will carry the puck towards me. Station Camp will carry it away from me. As Father Ryan win the draw and get it into the Station Camp end right off. Puck coming up to the right point, held in Curtis Newman. Colin Sullivan. Parker Causey tried to pass back to the slot, and Sullivan. Now Sullivan out in the right circle. Passing it down low. Causey put it in front. Oh, the net was wide open, and the puck hopped over Sam Halloran's stick. And Galise slides into the right-hand post and dislodges the net. But, boy, Father Ryan should be up 5-1 right now. The puck came right to Sam Halloran right in front, and it cruelly jumped over his stick blade. 13:25 to go in the second. 4-1 Father Ryan. Draw is to the left of Galise. Draw with the Irish. Puck coming around the boards to the far side. Station Camp trying to get it out. They cannot. Puck held in at the blue line. Now Mikey Bernier trying to clear. Gracie Clark received the pass inside the zone. She couldn't get it out. Once again, the Irish keeping it alive at the blue line. It's down low. Michael Jaskowski. Now Noah Deffenbaugh. Oh, they bump into each other, and Mikey Bernier has the puck. And Bernier will carry it to center. Bernier into the Father Ryan zone on the right wing side. Turns the puck over down low. They try and clear. Held in. Bernier taking a shot. Went past the net. Puck held in inside the zone, and a shot, I think, of Dominic Reitz. Had to be either blocked away by Carbonek or it missed the net. Now back the other way come the Irish. Curtis Newman, left wing side of the Station Camp zone, taking a shot. Stopped by Galise. And then Noah Deffenbaugh bumps into the net and knocks it loose. 12-12 to go in the second. Still 4-1. Father Ryan. Draw is going to be to Galice's right. Or they're saying it was Station Camp that caused the net to become dislodged. Looked like it was Noah Deffenbaugh to me. Thought the drop should have been outside the zone. Station Camp do clear it. Here's Joyce Siciliano, left wing side, puts it in front. Dom DeMaria shot stopped by Carpenek right in front. Irish clear it out of the zone. It ends up back inside, but they immediately get it out again. Gavin Cole across to Dominic Reitz, who turns it over at center to Hudson Laux. Laux skating back towards his own zone. Now the puck back in the Bison end, and there was a hit on the near side, and we get a whistle. Do we have a penalty? Looks like it. It's Danny Libby going off for interference. So the Bison get the first power play of the game, trailing 4-1 with 11:23 to go in the second. Draw is going to be to Carpenek's right. Draw was to the right of Carpenek. One by Station Camp to kick the power play off. Oh, but they're having trouble. Two players with miscommunication. They turn the puck over. Here's Colin Sullivan back in the Station Camp zone. On the right wing side. It's pinned up against the boards, and it's cleared out by Toby Mahaffey, but the Irish get it right back at center and dump it back into the Station Camp zone. Puck behind the net, Joey Siciliano. Siciliano through center. Back into the Father Ryan zone on the left wing side, around the back of the net. Comes out to the right wing side. Now moves back across to the left wing. Drops it down to the inboards. Comes back up to him at the left point. Takes a shot through traffic, score! Siciliano with a shot through traffic that ends up in the back of the net. His second goal of the game, Station Camp's second goal of the game. It's a power play goal, and it's 4-2 Father Ryan with 10:24 to go in the second. Draw one by Father Ryan. Puck brought back into the Station Camp zone. It's behind the net. Gage Hart comes out right circle. Shot went off a Station Camp stick and across the front of the net. Good thing, too, because there were two Irish players right in front to maybe knock in a centering pass. An accidental centering pass. Bison get it out of the zone. Here's Marshall McMurtry. Bringing it back into the Father Ryan end. It's taken away and cleared out. Now it's brought back in. Hudson Laux, right wing side of the Station Camp zone. Tried to center, hit the side of the net. Puck comes out top of the right circle, sent back around the boards by Brendan Malloy. Now it's out on the far side. And Thomas McTaskey tried to hit McLean Gregory, bounced off McGregory and went down himself. Puck was cleared for a moment. Now it's back in the Station Camp zone. Now it's clear. Oh, I thought it was going to be cleared out again by Station Camp. Sent all the way back into the left wing corner by Toby Mahaffey. Gage Hart takes a hit behind the net from Marshall McMurtry. Hudson Laux with a puck in the right wing corner. Backhanding it up to the right point, Danny Libby. Sends it back down the right wing wall to Laux. Jump to the end boards. Here is Gage Hart coming around to the far side. Knocked into the boards, drops the puck back down into the left wing corner. And the Bison can't clear it out of the zone. Here's Marshall McMurtry. Passing it over to the far side, and it goes out of the zone off the kick plate. Merrick McCullers could not keep it in. Puck back in the station camp zone. Michael Jaskowski with it, puts it in front, and unable to get a stick on it was Gavin Thornburg. Shot from the right or left wing side by Merrick McCullers was blocked, and it ends up being iced by Joey Siciliano, who took some type of shot from a stick or a body as he is bent over skating around. 8:22 to go in the second, 4-2 Father Ryan. Draw was to the right of Galeese, one by the Irish. Puck came to the front of the net. Now it's held into the blue line, and a shot gloved and held onto by Galeese. That shot coming from Brendan Malloy. And the draw will be to Galeese's right yet again. Draw one by Station Camp. Joey Siciliano fell over off the draw. He's trying to get a tripping call. I don't think he was actually tripped, though. I think he fell over his own feet. And here comes Father Ryan again. Colin Sullivan, right wing side of the Station Camp zone. Around the back of the net. Passes up to the left point, Brendan Malloy. Malloy shot through traffic. I think it went off a skate before it ever got to Galeese. Now the puck comes up to the right point, and Curtis Newman. Newman moving along the blue line. Takes a shot that hit the skates of Sullivan. Puck comes back to the blue line and out. Newman had already backed out of the zone and couldn't keep it in. Now he brings it back in on the right wing side. Passes off Sam Halloran. Oh, couldn't keep control. Shot, stop, rebound, score, Sullivan. Curtis Newman took a shot from the right circle that Galeese stopped, but he was held up at the left-hand post while Sullivan was hanging out on the left edge of the slot. The puck came his way. Galeese dove out, put the stick out, but Sullivan buries it in the bottom corner on the right-hand side of the net for his second goal of the game, and it's 5-2 Father Ryan with 7:23 to go in the second. Here's Sullivan again down the left wing of the Station Camp zone. A shot stopped and held on to by Galeese at his right-hand post. If Sam Halloran hadn't missed that chance early on in the second, it'd be 6-2 Irish. They are threatening to run off with this game. Draw to the right of Galeese. And the Bison get it out of the zone. They bring it back into the Father Ryan end. Shot from Dom DeMaria on the right wing side. Misses the net to the left of Jack Karpanek. Puck cleared out by Father Ryan. Picked up by Joey Siciliano. Brings it back into the Father Ryan zone on the right wing side. Goes around the back of the net. Actually tried a shot from an odd angle that I think hit off the outside of the left-hand side of the net. Puck back in the right wing corner. Dom DeMaria backhanding it up to the right point. Dom Reitz sending it to the front of the net, and unable to get a stick on it, I think, was Andrew Grooms. Shot from the bottom of the left circle, stopped and held on to by Karpanek. That was from Jaden Robertson. It was from Gavin Cole. I think it's from Gavin Cole. Yeah, it was from Gavin Cole. 6:22 to go. Draws to the right of Karpanek, won by Father Ryan. Plenty of room to skate. Gage Hart, right circle shot, stopped by Galeese, and the rebound hopped over the stick of Thomas McTastney. Now Hart again for the left circle shot, score! Gage Hart fires it into the top corner on the left-hand side of the net. Father Ryan up 6-2 with 6:04 to go in the second. And they are threatening to run off with this. And Station Camp are going to use their timeout here because they are getting clobbered. Station Camp just getting slaughtered by Father Ryan here. I mean, this is dominant. Lined up at center for the faceoff. One by the Irish and offside. Gage Hart just went over the blue line before Hudson Laux did. So they'll drop it on the dot in front of the bleachers across from the Father Ryan bench. One by the Irish. Puck goes to the inboards of the Station Camp zone, picked up by Marshall McMurtry, and his clearing attempt intercepted inside the zone by Thomas McTasney. Now here's McMurtry up, had the puck taken away. Hudson Laux. Laux around the back of the net. Comes back out to the left wing side, sends it across the front of the net from the bottom of the left circle. Thomas McTasney couldn't get a stick on it. Now here's McTasney trying to put it out in front. Rolled up Toby Mahaffey and cleared out by Dane Kramer. But it's going to be dumped right back in from center by Curtis Newman. Kramer banks it off the far boards. Now here's Jaden Robertson, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone, trying to go in on goal. And I think his shot was blocked. No, shot was stopped by Carbonek. Here is Newman, right wing side of the Station Camp zone. A shot stopped and held onto by Galise to the left-hand post. He didn't know it was there, and then he dropped it and rolls in its edge into the back of the net, but the whistle had already blown, so it doesn't count. 4:59 to go in the second. 6-2 Father Ryan. Draw is going to be to Galise's left. One by Station Camp, but held in right of the blue line by Merrick McCullers, and his shot was blocked by Gracie Clark. Puck out at center. Danny Levy with it. Flips it through the air right towards the Station Camp net, gloved and held onto by Galise. Draw is going to be to Galise's left. One by Station Camp, a turn right over to the Irish, and a shot. Oh, from McCullers was stopped by Galise, and then a big rebound jumped over the Michael Jaskowski with the net wide open. Now a couple more shots coming in, stopped by Galise, and he's got it covered. And then Noah Devenbaugh took a push from Patrick Atmore, and Devenbaugh having to be calmed down by Merrick McCullers. But boy, the Irish had another big chance with a wide open net. McCullers with a shot in the blue line, stopped by Galise, but he left the net wide open, only for the puck to hop over the stick of Michael Jaskowski. And Noah Deffenbaugh and Patrick Atmore sent to the boxes for the post-whistle activity. 4:25 to go in the second. Still 6-2 Father Ryan. Draws to the right of Galise. And Station Camp bring it out to center. Here is Joyce Siciliano into the Father Ryan zone, trying to go down the slot. Drops the puck back to Dom DeMaria. Shot stopped by Karpanek, who didn't know where it was. Now here's Colin Sullivan out at center. Turns the puck over to the Bison. Brought back in on the left wing side by Andrew Grooms. Grooms a shot. I think he whiffed on it. Roughing against Atmore. Deffenbaugh called for cross-checking. Puck in the right wing corner of the Station Camp zone. Colin Sullivan. Is it taken away and cleared out? And we get a whistle up. Colin Sullivan had the puck taken away and cleared out. I think he took a hack at one of the Station Camp players. He's going to the box for slashing. So Station Camp back to the power play, down 6-2 with 3:16 to go in the second. Draws to Galice's right. Won by the Bison. Shot from Marshall McMurtry ends up going out of play, or no, it was stopped and held on to by Karpanek. I thought it went out of play. I'll drop it to the left of Karpanek. Won by the Irish, but overskated. Not sure by who. I think it was Gage Hart who overskated it. He had an opportunity to carry it out of the zone. It is out at center, but Station Camp control. Joyce Siciliano brings it back into the Father Ryan zone on the right wing side. Tries to go to the front of the net. Passes up to the left point. Gavin Cole, a shot. Stopped by Karpanek. Kicked out that right leg pad. Now the puck passed across, bottom of the right circle, but was McMurtry unable to keep it on his stick. Now the puck out on the near side, passed up to the left point. Cole back across McMurtry on the right wing side. His shot blocked. Minute left in the power play for Station Camp. Passed up to the blue line. McMurtry across to the left point. Cole. Cole, a shot, misses the net to the right of Karpanek. Now the puck brought back into the Station Camp. Open in front, score! Hudson Laux with a centering pass. It's redirected in from right in front by Gage Hart. Short-handed goal for the Irish. They go up 7-2 with 1:43 to go. 28 seconds left in the man advantage for Station Camp. And the Irish are just blowing Station Camp out of the water. I mean, this is a stunt. Wow. I mean, I'm not pegging Father Ryan winning this game an upset, but the way they're doing it, my God. They are just dominating this game. And Station Camp came out firing within the first 30 seconds of the game as the puck goes out of play in the Father Ryan end. But yes, Station Camp came out firing within the first 30 seconds of the game. That was nullified, and the Irish scored just over 2 minutes in. And it's been all Irish. Puck in front of the Father Ryan net, and a shot from, I think, DeMaria had to be stopped by Karpanek. Then he stops another one from the right point. Mikey Barron, penalty time against Father Ryan is up. They're back at even strength. Puck out at center. It's back in the Father Ryan zone and immediately cleared out. Last minute of the second. Puck at center again. Now brought back into the Father Ryan zone. Nice move. Dom DeMario fires it across the front of the net as he was moving into the left-hand side, or towards the left-hand side. Final 30 seconds of the period. Now here's Colin Sullivan, left wing side of the Station Camp zone. Goes to the slot. Now bottom right circle shot. Off Galeese and into the netting above the glass. Sullivan sitting on a hat trick. It looked like he was going to get it there, but nope. 19.1 seconds to go in the second. Still 7-2 Father Ryan. And I didn't update the scoreboard on the game tracker. Sorry about that. It is updated now. Draw to the left of Galeese. One by Father Ryan. Brendan Malloy held it in atop the blue line. Puck going down the right wing side. Oh, Noah Deffenbaugh, the stick smacked out of his hand and up in the air by Mason Campbell. Puck out at center. Gage Hart takes it back, dumps it back into the Station Camp zone. It's at the end boards. And Aiden Kramer sends it over to the near side, and time runs out in the second. Father Ryan outscoring the Bison 3-1. And the Irish are now 14 minutes away from claiming the first spot in next Thursday's Henry Hine Cup Final as they lead Station Camp Liberty Creek 7-2 at the end of two in the Henry Hine Cup Winners Bracket Final. Ready to start the third period. Carter Galeese still in goal for Station Camp. Jack Carbonek still in goal for Father Ryan. For this third period, Station Camp will carry the puck towards me. Father Ryan will carry it away from me. If the Bison come all the way back and tie it up, and we're tied after three, we'll go to a 5-minute 3-on-3 sudden death overtime, and if that doesn't solve it, a shootout. But at this point, Station Camp coming back looks highly unlikely. Third period underway. Father Ryan with a puck off the draw. Took it into the Station Camp zone, taken back, and carried out by the Bison. And then it's cleared out of the Father Ryan zone by Brendan Malloy. Now it comes back in the Father Ryan zone, and Malloy clears it out again. Now here's Gage Hart. He's sitting on a hat, taken off him, and here's Joey Siciliano now, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Tried to spin around past to the slot. And Curtis Newman has it for the Irish. Backhands it to the end boards. Brendan Malloy behind the net. Banked off the far glove. Here it was held in. The Irish finally come up with it and get it out. Here's Gage Hart. Back into the Station Camp zone on the left wing side. Around the back of the net. Drops it down to the end boards. The left circle from Hudson Lauk, stopped by Carter Galeese. And Station Camp ended up clearing the puck down ice. And Carbonek knocks it down and hands it off to Merrick McCullers to keep play going. I think we've only had one icing call in this whole game. And that was in this is the first. Puck brought back into the Father Ryan zone. Shot from Toby Mahaffey. Blocked. Now he back into that front. Score! McLean Gregory with a one-timer from the right circle to the left of the face-off dot. One times it into the right-hand side of the net. And Station Camp within 4 now at 7-3 Father Ryan with 12-12 to go in regulation. Can't count Station Camp out just yet. Here's Toby Mahaffey behind the Father Ryan net. Putting it out away from Gregory. Mahaffey with it again. Try to pass it back to Gregory. Intercepted and carried out Noah Deffenbaugh. Back into the Station Camp zone. A shot. I think it missed the net to the right of Galeese. I don't think he had to play it. Puck back deep in the Father Ryan zone out on the far boards. And it's cleared out by the Irish. Curtis Newman through center. Back into the Station Camp zone on the left wing side. Goes to the front of the net. And I think his shot was turned away by Galeese, who then backed into the net and dislodged it. 11:01 to go in regulation. 7-3 Father Ryan. Draw to the right of Galeese. Won by the Irish. Puck out at center. Brendan Malloy. Back ahead to Sam Halloran, left wing side of the Station Camp zone. Bison come up with it, try to clear. They clear it out. It's back in the Father Ryan zone, picked up by Malloy. Malloy ahead to Sam Halloran. Now here's Parker Causey carrying it back into the Station Camp zone. Puck out in front. They score, Halloran. Puck came to the left-hand side of the net, and Halloran, who had that glorious chance early in the second that he whiffed on from right in front with the net open, cashes in and makes it 8-3 Father Ryan with 10:29 to go in regulation. Here's Joey Siciliano, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone, pushed into the boards. Puck behind the net, comes out to the right wing side. Brendan Malloy with it. Sends it up ahead, but it went off the stick of, I think, Sam Halloran. Stayed in the zone. Here's Andrew Grooms below the bottom of the left circle. Backhanding it to the end boards. Now here's Colin Sullivan banking it off the far boards, but it's held into the left point by Aiden Kramer. But then he fumbles it. And here's Colin Sullivan, right wing side of the Station Camp zone, taking off the puck. Now back the other way comes Joey Siciliano, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Shot hit the outside netting on the right-hand side of the net. Puck put in front and redirected wide from right in front by Mikey Bernier. And now it's cleared up the near side back into the Station Camp zone for an icing. And then, again, I think it's just the second icing call of the whole game. And the first one was way back in the first. 9:25 to go in regulation, still 8-3 Father Ryan. Draws to the left of Karpanek. One by the Irish. Hudson Laux hands it off. Gage Hart, right wing side of the Station Camp zone. Now the puck in the right wing corner. Laux playing it. Now Hart out in front. Whiffed on the shot. Puck out at center. Back into the Irish zone on the right wing side. And pass attempt went off the skates of Merrick McCullers and out of the zone. Puck back in the Father Ryan zone deep. McCullers banks it off the far boards. It's held in by the Bison. Marshall McMurtry, fires it into the left wing corner. I don't know if it was a shot attempt or a pass attempt, but it didn't work out either way. And offside at the other end go the Irish. Hudson Laux well ahead of Thomas McTasney as he brought the puck back into the station camp zone. 8:23 to go in regulation, still 8-3, Father Ryan. Draw one by Station Camp. Puck inside their zone, and it hops out to center. Sliding back into the Irish end. Joey Siciliano with it in front of shot. Score. He completes his hat trick. Siciliano catches up to it in the slot. Fires it into the bottom corner on the left-hand side of the net. He's got a hat trick. And it's 8-4 Father Ryan with 8:08 left in regulation. Draw one by the Bison. Joey Siciliano brings it back into the Father Ryan zone. Puck in front of back in to score. Andrew Grooms. Puck came right in front to Grooms, and he sends it through the legs of Karpanek into the back of the net. And now all of a sudden it's 8-3 or 8-5 Father Ryan with 8 minutes left in regulation. Father Ryan have dominated this game the whole time. The last thing they need to do is to have Station Camp get some confidence, and they're threatening to do that. Bison win the draw, dump it into the Father Ryan zone. It's out on the far side. And the Irish send it the other way back into the Station Camp zone. Now here are the Bison at center. Brought back into the Father Ryan zone. Oh, and Andrew Grooms tried to go down the side of the stick, knocked out of his hand, and he was tripped. They're going to call slashing. And it's Merrick McCullers who's going to go to the box for it. So 7:32 to go in regulation. Station Camp down 8-5 going back on the power play, and Father Ryan are going to use their timeout. As all of a sudden, what looked like a sure win, possibly falling under threat. I don't think the Irish have had a single power play in this game. They've all been Station Camp. They scored on one, didn't score on the other. They got to score on this one if they want to get within, if they want to knock down this dent this deficit some more. Timeout done. Draw is going to be to the right of Karpanek. One by the Irish. They try and get out of the zone. Held into the right point by Joey Siciliano. And the puck knocked away from Toby Mahaffey, or stolen away. I think it's Marshall McMurtry actually, by Colin Sullivan. He carried it back into the Station Camp zone and lost it. Now McMurtry brings it back into the Father Ryan zone. Puck in front. And slides past the net as Brendan Malloy tried to go to clear it. Was held into the right point. Now here's Curtis Newman firing it up the far side to get it out of the zone. Puck back in the Father Ryan zone. Brendan Malloy tried to clear it out. It went off the stick of Andrew Grooms. It did go out to center, but it's brought right back in by Joey Siciliano. Now it's down low. And a pass from Toby Mahaffey ends up going out to center. Under a minute left in the power play for the Bison. Shot from center. A line drive shot from center by Siciliano into the chest of Karpanek. And the puck cleared out by the Irish again. .30 seconds left in the power play for Station Camp. Puck back in the Father Ryan zone. Gage Hart with it. Hudson Laux tried to clear it. It hit. It went off of Dom DeMaria. And Laux gets back to it and clears it again on the second attempt. And we get a whistle. We're going to get a penalty against Station Camp, I think. Yep. Hooking is going to be the call against DeMaria, who had his stick underneath the arm of Laux. So it's going to be 4-on-4 for 6 seconds, and then the Irish are going to get their first power play of the game. 5:37 left in regulation. 5 Irish. Draw to the left of Carter Galeese, won by Station Camp, and they end up icing it. Gavin Cole ices it because there was still time left in the 4-on-4, which actually expired right when the whistle blew. So the Irish are now on the power play for 1:55. Draw will be to the left of Galeese again. Won by the Bison. Puck held into the right point, Hudson Laux. Passes across, I think, to Curtis Newman, back to Laux. Laux backhanding up to the blue line. Colin Sullivan back over to Newman, whose shot misses the net to the right of Galeese. Now a shot from the right circle, stopped and covered up by Galeese. That was from Laux. 97 seconds to go on the power play for the Irish. 5:04 to go in regulation. Still 8-5, Father Ryan. Draw is going to be to the left of Galeese again. One by the Irish again. Curtis Newman, left point. Passing across to Hudson Laux. Laux passing down the right wing. Sullivan passing it back out to the blue line, and Laux. Laux moving down the right wing a bit, but forced to go back up and drops it back down to Sullivan. Back up top, Laux. Laux taking a shot. Stopped by Galeese. Sullivan, right circle shot, score! Rebound came out to Sullivan, and he fires it into the right-hand side of the net from the right face-off dot to complete his hat trick and convert the power play and put Father Ryan up 9-5 with 4:31 to go in regulation. Draw one by the Bison. Puck put in front of the Irish net. Then it comes back to the right wing corner and Dom DeMaria. Now it's out on the far side. Now it comes around to the near side. And Merrick McCullers tried to clear. It was held in by Marshall McMurtry. Puck comes to the slot. Irish trying to clear it out. Held in. Joey Siciliano left circle. Put in front. Oh, and Dom DeMaria couldn't redirect it in. Went off his stick and back across the front of the net. And the Irish end up icing it. 3:51 left in regulation. Father Ryan up 9-5. Draw is going to be to the right of Karpanek. Puck out on the near side. Michael Jaskowski trying to clear it out at the net. Oh, it was played with a high stick. Okay. Thought it went into the netting above the glass. It was played with a high stick by a station camp player. And so they're going to drop the puck all the way down into the station camp zone to the right of Carter Galeese. So that was an intentional high stick. And now, oh, okay. Father Ryan players were coming off the bench, but the referee said it was too late for a change. Draw to the right of Galeese, won by Station Camp. They try and get out of the zone. Now the puck back in the Station Camp end, cleared out, or back in the Father Ryan end, cleared out by the Irish. Now Joey Siciliano hands it off. Puck back in the Father Ryan zone. Passed out to the blue liners. A shot was blocked. Shot came, I'm not sure who it came from. I think it was McLean Gregory who took, yeah, it was. Taking it from out high. And up, hand in the air. And there's going to be a penalty against the Irish. It looks like another one. Danny Libby is going to go to the box. Oh, head contact, 2 and 10. So the Bison back to the power play. Down 9-5 with 2:43 to go in regulation. Draw to Karpanek's left. Gavin Thornburg's going to serve the 2. Draw one by Station Camp. They got to have this one. Troy Siciliano shot in the right point. Hit the leg, hit the shin of his own man, Gregory. Puck comes back to him, another shot. Blocked by the skate of Curtis Newman. Parker Causey carries it out to center, and here's Newman. Shot from center, turned away by Galeese. Now here's Siciliano back into the Father Ryan zone. Tried to pass up the slot. Puck held in at the right point. Andrew Grooms up, and Karpanek backs into the net and dislodges it. And, oh, wow, they called Karpanek for delay of game for backing into the net and dislodging it. Well, who serves this to? I think they're telling Parker Causey to serve it. So it's an 83 5-on-3, a 2-man advantage for Station Camp. 2:06 to go in regulation. They're down 9-5. They got to take advantage and score off this one quick. Siciliano at the left point. Taking a shot through traffic, score! Glanced off of Karpanek and went in. 4th goal of the game for Siciliano. They convert the 5-on-3. Now it's 5-on-4 for a minute 47. A minute 52 to go in regulation. 9-6, Father Ryan. My God. Puck brought back into the Father Ryan zone off the draw. Puck out in front, and a shot from McLean Gregory grazes off the right leg pad of Karpanek. Now a shot in the left circle, and Toby Mahaffey gloved and held onto by Karpanek. .82 seconds left in the 5-on-4, 87 seconds to go in regulation, still 9-6 Father Ryan. Draw is going to be to the left of Karpanek. Draw one by the Bison. Dom DeMaria, left wing corner. Passing up to the left point, Joey Siciliano. Siciliano takes a shot, it's blocked. The net is empty for Station Camp. Puck cleared out by Gage Hart. Minute left in the 5-on-4. And now, 1 minute left in regulation. Dom DeMaria. Puck poked away, but held in McLean Gregory. Shot blocked by the shins or the skates of Curtis Newman. Gregory with it again, passing up to the left point. Now across to the right point, Siciliano passes down the right wing, DeMaria. Now Toby Mahaffey passing out to the left circle. And tried to pass it back to Siciliano, went past him and out of the zone to center. Under 30 seconds left in the 5-on-4, and now 30 seconds left in regulation. Siciliano, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone, around the back of the net. Passes up to the blue line, but DeMaria couldn't keep it in the zone. And Gage Hart beats him to it, and he puts it into the empty net to seal his hat trick. A short-handed goal to make it 10-6 Father Ryan with 16 seconds left in regulation and 10 seconds left on the power play for the Bison. My God, if you told me Father Ryan would have won this game, I would have believed you. I wouldn't have believed you that they won it by a potential final score of 10-6. My God. And two players had hat tricks, and a guy on the losing team had 4 goals. Curtis Newman behind the net runs the clock out, and Father Ryan claimed the first spot in the Henry Hine Cup Final next Thursday night with an insane 10-6 win over Station Camp Liberty Creek as Jack Karpanek pushes the net out of position after the final horn to mock getting a delay of game penalty. Wow. My God. I can't believe that. Hold on, folks. Let me type this out. Wow. My God. So, let me try and think of all this. Let's see. The scoring for Station Camp. 4 goals for Joey Siciliano, and the other 2 came from Andrew Grooms and McLean Gregory. For Father Ryan, hat tricks for Colin Sullivan and Gage Hart. And the other goals came from Danny Libby, Hudson Laux, Brendan Malloy, and Sam Halloran. Players of the game, co-players of the game, are going to be Gage Hart and Colin Sullivan with their hat tricks, dueling hat tricks. My God, I cannot believe I cannot believe they won that game by that score. 10-6, my Lord. So the Irish will be playing in the Henry Hine Cup Final next Thursday night against Brentwood, Centennial, or the Rampage. City Creek, Independence, Brentwood, Centennial, or the Rampage. One of those 5. Man alive, I really cannot believe that final score. 10-6, my Lord. And the Irish are back in the Hine Cup Final for the first time in 4 years. All right, so here is the schedule for tomorrow. Again, the 4 games that were supposed to have been played last night get rescheduled to tomorrow, and thank goodness they did, because, again, if we'd have had to play those games tomorrow, if we'd have had to play those games next week, oh, dear God. Oh, dear God, it would have been a nightmare. 5 p.m. on Rink 2 in Bellevue, the first Hine Cup Losers Bracket quarterfinal between Indy and Centennial. The last time a GNASH game was played on Rink 2 in Bellevue, it's been over 2 years, late 2022. 5:15 here on the North Rink in Antioch, the other Hine Cup Losers Bracket quarterfinal between Brentwood and the Rampage. 6:45 on Rink 2 in Bellevue, the Preds Cup Winners Bracket final between Ravenwood and Ensworth-Nowensville Lipscomb. And then at 8:30, the Preds Cup Losers Bracket semifinal between Franklin and MBA. We're going to do those 2 Preds Cup games tomorrow. 6:45 pregame for a 6:45 face-off for Ravenwood against Ensworth, and an 8:25 pregame for an 8:30 face-off for Franklin and MBA. And until the snow happened, the only Preds Cup game that was scheduled at Bellevue was the If Necessary championship game. But now we're going to have Preds Cup games in Bellevue before then, tomorrow. And we'll have them both for you. Again, 6:40 pregame for a 6:45 face-off for Ravenwood and Ensworth, and an 8:25 pregame for an 8:30 face-off for Franklin and MBA. Man, what a wild one here in Antioch tonight. The Hine Cup Winners Bracket Final. Father Ryan beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 10-6. And the Irish will be playing for the Hine Cup title next Thursday night at 7:10 here on the North Rink in Antioch. And we'll have that for you. 7 p.m. pregame for that one. But we've got a few more games before then. Wow, what a game. What a dominant. Well, it was dominant at first, and then Station Camp kind of scared them there towards the end. But the Irish had built up enough of a buffer, and they win this one 10-6. And I am Michael Hackney. Thank you all so much for listening. Thank goodness the snow came and went, and we were able to get in all the games this week, or we'll be able to get all the games in this week. Talk to you tomorrow from Bellevue at 6:40. Good night, everybody from Antioch.